Guys, what's going on? I hope you guys are well. I hope you guys are staying safe. I hope everything's good wherever you guys are. So, guys, let me get into this. So, apparently, there's a lot of talk that David Benavidez and Munguia, Oscar De La Hoya wants that fight, and he said there's been a lot of positive talks that potentially we could get a David Benavidez and Jaime Munguia fight. Now, this is a very interesting situation. Munguia apparently just recently moved up to 168. Now, how would you guys see this fight? Personally, I think I look. I don't know whether I'd be overly interested in a Munguia Benavidez fight, but I do think that I think it's a big money fight for Benavidez. I do. I think Munguia is obviously a Mexican as well, and Benavidez is a Mexican. I think it makes sense. I think it does make sense. However, I'm not sure. Like I said, Munguia is a good fight. He comes forward, but I think there's too much missing. I do favor Benavidez massively in that fight. They're talking about Benavidez Morel, which I think is going to be a very tough fight for Benavidez as well. I think Morel's a very solid fighter. See, watching Morel fight, I think that's a way harder fight, but it's not financially as lucrative as the Munguia fight. What do you guys make of this fight? Honestly, I don't know whether Benavidez is gonna want that smoke. To be brutally honest with you, I'm not sure Benavidez is gonna want that smoke. And that's just my opinion. I might be wrong. It might I just think that Benavidez, is he gonna want that smoke with Morel? They're saying that fight is done, but I don't know. I don't know. I honestly think that's a very tough fight for him. The Morel fight. That is a very, very tough fight. I'm telling you now, Morel is a serious don out here, and I don't know whether that's going to be an easy fight for Benavidez. Munguia is a much easier fight. He's a smaller guy. He's not as skilled. He comes forward. Benavidez might like his style. It might suit him. So financially, you definitely say if the Benavidez fight is that the only thing is Munguia is with DAZN and Oscar De La Hoya, and Benavidez is with PBC. How are they going to do that deal? Now they have worked together recently with the Davis and Garcia fight, but that was a massive fight. That was a fight that everybody was going to get a big slice of the cake. Here it's a much smaller fight. It's not as big. It's not. I wouldn't say it's small. I do think that both Mexicans would generate a lot of interest, but I don't think it's anywhere near as big as what the Davis Garcia. So would they be willing to cooperate and work together again? I'm not sure, but it would be an interesting fight. It would be financially very lucrative fight, but I'm not so sure I'm not so sure that's gonna come off. But I can see why Benavidez would be interested in that because it's a big payday. I can understand Oscar De La Hoya, but Oscar De La Hoya has been protecting Munguia. So what makes me a little bit skeptical that he's calling out. I don't know whether he's calling him out for clout, or maybe he's trying to get one up on Canelo because Canelo was people are saying Canelo's afraid of Benavidez, so maybe Oscar De La Hoya is trying to get one up on Canelo. I don't know, but whatever the circumstances, I think Benavidez. Look, if he fights Morel, I actually thought that Benavidez would avoid Morel. I thought he'd go nowhere near him. It's too dangerous. But if Benavidez does take on Morel and just fought Plant recently, and then if he goes on to fight Morel as well, you have to give David Benavidez a lot of you have to give David Benavidez a lot of praise for taking on tough competition like that. And what that'll show is that he's not really waiting for Canelo. He wants to fight the best. So that Morel fight would be like I said, that's a tough fight, man. Morel's a very tough fight, and you know what? He's relatively unknown, Morel. So for me, this is going to be a very difficult fight. I don't think it's going to be easy at all. So that's why I'm interested to see how this one plays out. And yeah, I wouldn't be surprised if Morel beats Benavidez. I wouldn't be surprised whatsoever. But what do you guys make of Benavidez Munguia? Leave your thoughts. Let me know what you think. Let me know what you think in the comment section below, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace.